What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I live here now.
They shook their fists and cursed the sky, just silence and frustration. But in Jordan town the sun shone bright, a miracle. The light of love poured down, it's a miracle that God had spared our town.
Yeah. I killed you. Nope. Went right through me. Hell, you should have bled out. That hurts. I don't understand what's happening. Me neither. It's okay. Okay. What if there's nobody home? Then you come over to my house.
I'm good.
So we just finished watching I Live Here Now, season 2, episode 10 of The Leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
What were your initial impressions? Well, first of all, did you like it?
Yes. I guess it's worth saying I was wildly wrong. I mean, I don't know. I was so kind of vague that I don't know how wrong I actually was. I said like Meg would do something and Evie and them would be there. Maybe the bridge would blow up, maybe it wouldn't. I kind of left it open. But I think it would have been hard to predict what happened in this episode because it's hard to understand what happened in this episode. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like even after watching it, you're not quite sure what happened. So it's like, how can you predict that?
It's true. But for me anyway, as soon as I saw it and I saw what the end was, like, I just went with my gut and I mean, for me, you just watched my favorite episode of The Leftovers. So remember how I was saying before, International Assassin is my favorite episode of television?
Favorite hour of television.
My favorite hour of television?
Yeah.
This is my favorite
Hour
episode.
and 10.
Hour and 10. This is my favorite. I wasn't thinking like that. Just as episodes go.
Mm-hmm.
And I explain it to you later a little better once you get into let me think. Like the episode that encapsulates everything The Leftovers is, I think, is this episode. But I enjoy International Assassin on a higher level. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Although we had a little slice of International Assassin in this one, so
Well, that's
like
part
you
of
say,
it. That's part of it too.
Encapsulates all the
Yeah.
Leftovers is. I'd seen actually, I think it was after I watched Marriage Story, I'd seen some discussions and they were saying how Adam Driver and his moment of when he sang in Marriage Story, they were saying that's like one of the best moments where like an on-screen male lead has gone up and sang. And then I'd heard people say at the time, actually, let me tell you a little something about Justin Theroux in The Leftovers. And I'd sort of got out there as soon as I saw that, but I saw somewhere a while ago that at some point Justin Theroux sings Homeward Bound. And I've been kind of like scratching my head, like I really don't see where this is going to come up, like an impromptu singing performance. But I guess if there's any place for it, it is in that weird hotel where anything can happen. So I'm glad I got to saw that. You know what I'm sad about is that, as good as this season is, it's like, now what? Like I'm sure season 3 is good, but if this is the best one, then
Well, here's all I can say. At the end of this, they wrote this as a season and a series finale. Okay, and I think it works on that level very well. But of course, when it's over, the only thing you want is more leftovers. So we found out there was going to be a third season, a third and final season, because the ratings were not as good, even though if you peruse all the websites for recaps of this episode and the season, you'll see how universally acclaimed it was. For me personally, some people like season 3 more, some people like season 3 the same. For me personally, this season of TV set expectations so high for every season of television after it. In my overexcited brain about The Leftovers, there's nothing anyone could do to beat this so far. And the only thing that's even come close was The Leftovers season 3 or Watchmen. Right? So because it came out of nowhere, because we weren't expecting it, this thing blew me away top to bottom. I mean, I'm sure we'll get into it more when we talk. You had the F.U. Erica, which is close to the F.U. Lori at the end of season 2. We have You Don't Understand, right? So
yeah,
it's a lot to take in, man. Were you happy that he got home with everybody there?
that was nice. Yeah.
A lot of people really got scared at the last earthquake.
I was.
Good.
Yeah, it's so close. For a minute, I was expecting John to actually step up and like perform some like impromptu operation on him. Maybe I've been watching too much Lost. But that might have stretched the runtime a little bit. So
Yeah, we'll get into that. We can get into some of that stuff. And we can get into that doubting Thomas imagery as well. For John. And they swung it back around with the Where Is My Mind?
mm-hmm. Oh, they also had the bit where John waves and Kevin waves back.
Same wave.
Just like the first episode, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll catch more and rewatching it. But, you know,
Definitely.
Actually, I have a question. Because this is so good, it's one of those, I mean, it's the same for every TV show, but once you've watched it, you've watched it. And, like, for me, it's kind of sad, not sad, a little bit sad knowing that I might watch hours upon hours more of TV and never quite capture a moment like this, or, you know, seeing it for the first time. Does it even compare? Like, does it come close when you say wait a few years and you watch it again? Because like it's kind of like, well, where do we go from here? Like, if this is the peak, then do I just sit around and wait and hope something else comes along that's just as good?
Well, no, there's other good TV. This to me was more of a religious experience.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it so many times, and especially after talking to you about it, I'm not going to watch it for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, it's hard to say. Season 3 gets really close, and it gets there for a lot of people. So, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to and a lot to dissect. I'm excited about doing it.
But even then, once season 3 is over, like when you come back and rewatch it, how does it compare? Like, not even in a this time round, just like personally, like not even doing like a podcast, just when you come back and you rewatch, does it come close?
Yeah, I think it does, and it's because it's the little moments that you forget, and you always forget little moments. Was there anything this time? I think I've seen this particular episode so many times. It's hard to, pick out moments that I picked up this time that I haven't seen before. But yeah, you're always going to pick up something again, especially, if you don't watch it so many times as I do.
Well, I've seen from the occasional thumbnails I've seen and images that, I mean, it has to be by process of elimination. Season 3, at one point, Kevin has a beard, so that might be enough to bridge the gap for me. It looks pretty good.
Listen, here's the thing. You're doing so well with not watching previews or anything. We got like after we heard it was coming back, and there was even a stand-in outside on sidewalks in New York City with people dressed as the Guilty Remnant to try to get it renewed because the ratings were so poor. Yeah. They gave us a trailer. I remember they put out the trailer in 7 sections on Instagram, like the day before they released it on YouTube. And, it's to a real song I love by ABBA called SOS. And it gives, it shows a lot of what's happening in the season. So I don't, I mean, we can watch it, but if you want to stay away from what's going on.
Yeah, I'll avoid that.
Yeah, but it was so good, and it got you so excited for what's going on. And there's a lot going on, and it's only 8 episodes. It's a shorter season. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this episode probably at length, hopefully next week, and then we'll take a break, get some new graphics, maybe. You know what I mean? Get new mic.
Can't wait. I'm gonna have the whole rig.
And since we're stuck in the house for a while.
Exactly. Plenty.
All right, man. Well, this was fun watching it with you.
No, man, I don't even, like, I'm not dissing, like, Mad Men, but the thought of going back, watching another Mad Men episode now, I was really enjoying it last night. I'm like, I just don't know if I can do it right now. I'm just going to be sad that it's not.
What season are you on? Where are you at? Season 1?
Yeah, still season 1.
Guess what, man? Mad Men gets really, really good. Mad Men is really, really good from the jump.
It's good, but I just have a feeling. I'm sure it gets good, but I don't envision at any point Don Draper getting shot and waking up in a bathtub in a hotel.
I mean, it comes close. Listen, no, not
Well,
really. Not really.
In that case,
but if anyone is listening this far into this reaction, the reason why they're doing it is because they're feeling what you're feeling now, and there's a hole left in them from the leftovers, just like a hole left in Kevin. Ding, full circle. So yeah, no, people feel the same. You know, maybe if you don't feel like getting right back into Mad Men, take some time off and then, you know, get back into it. Trust me, you're gonna get just as addicted to Mad Men at some point.
Yeah. I look forward to that.
But it is a different show, dealing with different subjects in a different way. Yet somehow all dealing with the same subject. We can get into that later too. All right, buddy.
Okay.
Have a good weekend.
You too.